Do you think I need to explain my shirt and the times we're living in? This is New Zealand's rugby team, the All Blacks. So I know today you have to clarify anything. Rugby shirt, name of team. The board said, hey, you got a little caught off guard that Kerry Fisher was going to tell everybody that we were involved in a little bit of a...
Yeah, how about that? She described him in the story as being exactly like his character is on screen.
I love you.
I know.
How about I actually saw him talking about that? That was an ad-lib line. He said he didn't buy that character would do some mushy, I love you too. Look, I hope that I look back at this day documentary and go, well, boy, I was an idiot when I said that. But I honestly don't think you're going to see this giant wall of Jericho built on the border with and all this. I think we're going to have the structures we have be repaired and brought up to date. And we're actually going to do what we haven't been doing, enforce the law.
We will build the wall and Mexico will pay for it.
And it's not saying it's always right, but it's very Saban-like, Dad, those kind of guys. Their whole deal is, it's not a bunch of rah-rah. It is be committed to what has to be done, be business-like. And if we're playing fill-in-the-blank, big game, prime time on ESPN, that doesn't motivate you. I got to come up with some sort of routine that's going to motivate you. You can't be motivated to get out there and get it done. You know what I mean? Because we want to be excellent. Now, these guys still get in your face and inspire you. And my dad gave some great locker room speeches. But it just wasn't a bunch of, jumping up and down and, what kind of that. And there's certainly nothing wrong with that. I'm just talking about preference. Just being a part of it. Just go get the job done. Like, you don't have to.
Hey, because if you don't, there's going to be somebody in your face.
I don't need a rah-rah speech to get in here and do a good show because you know what I'm thinking about? My mortgage. Yeah, I'm thinking about my children, I'm thinking about my wife, and I'm thinking about the opportunity to advance the kingdom. I don't need a rah-rah speech to go do this because I know it needs to get done. I need to have a business mentality that I better go do this well or it's going to be a problem for a lot of folks, other people that work here for me, depending on it. That's motivation enough. I don't need a rah-rah speech.
Y'all don't need, you got my back.
I got your back, you got my back, I got your back.
I'm just saying, it doesn't motivate me. That's all I'm saying. It's probably me.
And you know how everybody dive on each other when they get there? We tried to do that one time and somebody twisted their ankle doing it. He banned it for the rest. There better not be any more diving.
John Travolta is a NASCAR driver in the movie Trading Paint, and they're shooting it here in the Birmingham area. And Shania Twain is playing something in it. John Travolta, NASCAR. John Travolta, NASCAR. I don't.
We was just gone, and you were gone. We were gone.
Shannara was gone. Everybody was gone.
Shannara.
Call me out.
Yeah, he was already filing lawsuits.
So we have a birthday celebration on the program today. We say happy 50th birthday to your friend Scott Dawson. Scott Dawson. Hey, I'm 50.
How did that happen? I mean, you blink, you go to bed 30 and wake up 50.
Hey, look, 50 comes on quick.
Yeah.
30 seemed like it took a while. After 30, the 40 and the 50 came fast.
Boom, boom.
18,250 days. That's how long I've been alive.
That's a lot.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah,
you think you'd accomplish more, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
So,
when you look at it that way.
Yeah. How many of those days did we
I was feeling good about myself. Thanks, Bubba.
Yeah. The fact is, you are running for governor.
I am.
So we are having fun. We're glad you are, and we fully support it.
We want Alabama to change. We want things to be different. But if we're going to do it, there's going to have to be a turning point. Someone that thinks about Alabama first, someone that can develop decisions based on a biblical worldview. And when I say biblical worldview, people go, what about people who don't agree with you? Well, I mean, my goodness. Scripture teaches me to treat every person with respect. And that term respect means to hold in high regard. Anyone who's a governor or anyone in a place of authority is going to make a decision based on some type of authority in his or her life. I'm just willing to get out in front and say, this is how I'm going to make my decisions.
Look, it's got all of us as clowns. Did you see that?
Oh, boy, there we are. And we're full-blown clowns. Poor hams. What if Bubba shocked the world and looking just the way he is? He was the world-renowned nutritionist, and he like went around the world. In some cultures, he would be.
Yeah. Or worshipped in India.
What would be some ridiculous? Like, what if we were a group and we traveled and we spoke together? Like, I spoke on how to grow hair, and I looked away. Bubba on how to lose weight. He looked his way.
How to be nice.
How to be nice. And what would you be? How to control your temper.
There you go.
On Adler, how to stand up straight.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm right here, man.
My bad.
Won the Daytona 500. Kurt, you didn't wait long to get in the playoffs right out of the gate. Congratulations.
Well, thanks, guys. Yeah, it felt good to lock it in right away, but you don't even really think about the playoffs when you win Daytona right out of the box. It's kind of like that one coach, playoffs? Playoffs. The tracks that have been on the schedule forever, like Loudon, New Hampshire, Dover, Delaware, Talladega Super Speedway's in the mix, and you got to be good at all of them. That's what the challenge is these next 10 weeks.
That's right.
Kurt, I know the playoffs have changed around a little bit over time. How do you like this current setup of drivers dropping out after every little group of races?
Yeah, this one's more cutthroat. There's millions and millions of sponsor dollars on the line, and you just got to bring your A game and stay away from those pitfalls every week.
Is it different, though, when you're driving out there and there's not as many cars? I mean, you're used to a big field. I mean, when you're down to like 8, is that kind of strange?
Mm-hmm. Well, we still have all the other cars out there. It's just that only 8 are eligible for the championship.
Okay.
And
Best of luck. We'll be following along your progress as you head toward the championship, and then we look forward to seeing you when you come to Alabama at Talladega Superspeedway October 13th through the 15th as part of the playoffs. So thanks for taking time to be with us.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you in Talladega.
Okay. What? I'm not going to say that. I see you looking at me. Bubba doesn't follow NASCAR as much now as he once did. And
when he did, it was on the
I
old format.
I asked a stupid question.
Well, but
I knew they had worked with this playoff format, and I was reading the little info sheet here, and the way it's written, I thought, well, my goodness, they're just pulling drivers off.
a lot of you don't know we do sign language,
Right.
and so I'll look to Bubba to see if he has a question for said guest.
Right.
And normally he'll give
I
me.
either give him to come to me or wave off another round.
So he looked at me and said, "I'm ready. I'm coming in." and so when he came in, it was a fantastic question.
It was.
And I even felt Kurt Busch respond to it in a very positive way. Bubba got confident and thought, "Hey, I'm going to ask one more question." And sadly, it was a very stupid question.
I admit it was very stupid.
Right.
It was, of course, I want to play the question back.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
please play it back.
Is it different, though, when you're driving out there and there's not as many cars? I mean, you're used to a big field. I mean, when you're down to like 8, is that kind of strange?
Well, we still have all the other cars out there. It's just
Can we get that put on?
It's even worse than I thought.
Me too. I actually had glanced at my notes and didn't know it was that bad. Hey, Kurt, have you ever met Lightning McQueen? He seems cool.